Today's horoscope from Astrocademy, Libra January 17, 2023. The moon heads into your sign today, for a stay of over 2 days. This transit engages your emotions and brings more color to your life. Today's transits spark your curiosity. You are more communicative, and opportunities to connect and share can emerge. Influences now also spotlight your talent for bringing out the best in others. You are looking back before you move forward, which can be a valuable exercise with Mercury still retrograde for a few more days. Still, an idea now can inspire you and send you on fascinating mental tangents. You've likely been walking on shattered glass for months, but a new era is upon you. As mighty Mars, your planetary co-ruler, returns to life in the depths of your solar house of intimacy and sexuality, prepare for intense desires to rear their head now until March 2023. On the one hand, you could use this firepower to revamp your sex life and experiment with new ways of bringing your body, spirit, and mind closer together. However, if you've been mixed up in a separation, the battle could become quite intense as your ex faces you down like an enemy. All eyes are on you, or are they? You might be a little more paranoid than usual when the moon enters your sign today. Since the moon is fall in your sign, this is not considered well-placed or auspicious. So, you may feel more obsessive and afraid of how you are perceived in a professional setting. Although you will appear charming and collected outwardly, the lunar energy might be somewhat internally reactive. Find your footing by remaining emotionally balanced to feel confident and secure with who you are as a professional. 3 days after Mars turned direct in your financial sector, the moon wraps up a visit to an intuitive and imaginative part of your chart that put them at a friendly aspect over the last few days. This has helped to fuel your financial confidence, instincts, and imagination, just as this financial year has been given the green light and your financial passions and fighting spirit are coming out of hibernation. The planetary alignments over the next couple of days will shed light on the parts of your daily routine and health practices that need attention. The act of being open to change is both overwhelming and freeing. Remember that gradually adding small adjustments to your day-to-day routine is far more likely to serve you in the long run than trying to change too much too soon or adopting extreme techniques that are too difficult to maintain. You may want to focus your energies on the home front. There is no need to worry about spending more time in the office. On a day like today, you really want to strive to keep an equal balance between family and work. If you spend too much time at work on a day like this, you may find that the relationships in your personal life begin to suffer. Try setting your goals a little more realistically so that you have enough time for the really important things in life. The moon returns for its first visit to Scorpio for the year today, and with it, there is a valuable chance to get your bearings and to become more emotionally and intuitively engaged. When the moon returns each month, this is a chance to check in with both your inner voice and the ever-changing cosmic conditions. The year may only be a few weeks old, but already a lot has changed since the moon was here 4 weeks ago, and so much so that the next few days will offer a chance for a reset. Of the 4 planets that began the year in retrograde motion, 2 are already direct and the final 2 are slowing as they prepare for their U-turn. The last to turn direct will be Uranus, who moves into his 7 days in retrograde motion in your relationship sector today, where he is drawing on support from Mercury, the planet of communication, in his final days in retrograde motion in your communication sector. Our eyes in the sky. The Libra moon squares Pluto in Capricorn early in the day, creating power dynamics and struggles with others. This is a moment when arguments can occur, because we feel it's important to assert our beliefs and be heard. Later, the moon enters Scorpio and shares a minor frustration with Jupiter in Aries, heightening passions and taking matters to the extreme. You get on famously with everyone you meet, and it appears you are friendlier than ever. Your helpful and obliging nature encourages others to be ready to lend a hand and be especially keen to return your kindnesses. Now is a good time to introduce yourself to a potential employer or enter important discussions, which ultimately turn out well. Slow down. With all the activities you're involved in, both your mind and body need more relaxation than you're allowing them. Listen to your body, and do something good for your health. Pay more attention to the balance between activity, relaxation, and pleasure. A deep tissue massage often works wonders. If you plan to make some financial transactions, wait a little and think things over at your leisure. There are some obstacles in the way that prevent the matter being handled as smoothly as you imagined. Even though you'd like to buy something, far better to wait if you want a favorable outcome. The people you talk to are considerate, and any social occasion provides you and everybody who attend with a wonderful experience, where you can enjoy a convivial atmosphere and pleasant company. In such a relaxed atmosphere, the chances are that you make new friends. It is also possible for you to renew old friendships. Just after midnight, the Libra moon squares off with Pluto in Capricorn, provoking erratic behavior. As many of us will be asleep at this hour, this influence can manifest in unsettling dreams or even nightmares. Pay attention to whatever arises in these visions, as they can be cathartic. A confrontation with latent fears will allow us to exorcise whatever unconscious anxieties are festering in our minds. Unhealthy behaviors we commit to dealing with head-on following this transit can be purged from our lives. Following this, the moon enters a void period lasting until the morning. You're resourceful and happy to spend time on improving your appearance and behaving as well as you possibly can. You feel affectionate towards those closest to you, or if single, your positive attitude has a marked effect on the way you respond. Not feeling like anything too physically demanding, you prefer a good time in pleasant surroundings. Exercise self-control and don't make agreements without first thinking them through. Otherwise, you could get involved in unnecessary disagreements. You may receive an offer from someone you find attractive, but don't be too upset if it doesn't go your way. Feeling restless, you may resort to overeating but must resist the temptation to overindulge. Be careful with your health and avoid pushing yourself too far. Circumstances sometimes result in greater difficulties arising than you might expect, and for this reason you need to save and ration your energy. Take a step back, don't get unduly stressed. Being too ambitious doesn't help you achieve your goal. Before sunup, the moon enters Scorpio, ending its void of course. Although we may have struggled with a bad night's sleep, awakening into a Scorpio lunar period provides us with the emotional fortitude to handle our problems. Instead of repressing what has been revealed, we have the means to confront it over the next 2 days. We are now equipped to dig into our psychological workings without running away from what we discover.